Well, good morning, everybody. It is Sunday morning, and I'm down at once, what was once our pond, and you really get to be able to look at the back wall there of solid rock, and I'm afraid that's some of the stuff we're running into there with digging our well also, but you definitely get an idea here of what we're facing. Like I said, at the topmost when the water overflows, it is about 65 inches, and I would venture a guess because you see the tube down there in the water, that's actually hooked up on the other side, as you can see here, the valve there that I can actually drain part of the pond for the rice fields down below. And that's how low the water is right now. So probably 8-9 inches. We've pretty well fished it out. There's probably still some small ones in there. Like I said, way too early, April for this. Usually doesn't dry up till June or July, and then maybe July and August it's dry when we dig it out. But as you can even see on the back wall there where the water runs down off our upper rice fields here, there's hardly any sediment, and that sediment usually comes out this direction about 5-6 feet and is about 5 to 6 foot deep. And that's what we basically shovel out each year, put it on our terraces here. This year, wow, not even enough to even shovel here, hardly at all. We'll probably still do a little bit as I take a closer look down here. But this is the bottom of our pond, and as you can see, the boulders and our back wall there, like I've told you previously, we had no idea that all that rock was there, none whatsoever, because it was all surrounded by trees. And it was after we dug up trees, cut down trees, dug up trees, that we not only noticed that, but the chance that if we put a wall in here, we could have a pond here. Yeah, about 2 months. Really too early for this to happen, and even the little bit of rain we got last week in the middle of the week, it does really nothing here at all. It's so dry, it just basically soaks into the ground, if at that. But yeah, and I'm used to this. Like I said, it dries up every year, maybe for a month or two until the rainy season starts in the fall. And then by October or so, generally pretty well fills up. Of course, this year it overflowed for just a handful of days in December, and that was the slowest we've ever had here for water. And of course, looking down below the other side here, the drought this year continues from last year. Our rainy season was way too short. The first time we never planted rice during the rainy season, and as you can see here, and right now even checking on the weather, they're not predicting anything at all, 7 to 10 days here till the end of the month. So, and then once you start getting into May, June, and July, I'll tell you what, the heat never goes away. And you get an idea here as I pan around real slow. You get a little bit really good look at the bottom rice fields there that we rent from our neighbor. But like I said, for the first time last fall, we didn't plant any rice at all. Just no moisture, and I'm glad I didn't, because the people that did lost it and lost it all. So I'm just going to kind of wander up here, give you another view of the back end of the pond, and you can really see how completely dry it is. And then of course up into our rice fields there. I came down this morning and actually picked a few tomatoes and a whole bunch of peppers from down here yet. So that little bit of rain we got last week put enough life into the plants again in order to give us not much, but a few small tomatoes and a few small peppers. But it's as dry beyond measure here. And like I said, it doesn't look, and after 6-7 weeks of no rain, at 2 days we had rain here, yeah, really didn't do much of anything. Like I said, the peppers are still doing a little bit here, which are absolutely amazing. They are, I must say, they are so heat resistant. And that to still be producing something, and I mean, they're out in the sun most all day long. And you can see that it's kind of winding down. I thought it was winding down the last time. Like I said, that little bit of rain we got sure gave it a little bit. It doesn't take much rain here. That's what's amazing. With just a little bit of rain, it's amazing how things grow here. And that's kind of the jungle atmosphere. And I attribute that, of course, to the humidity. That so much of what the plants get in water, and that is actually through the humidity in the air, which is like I said, generally 85-90% most of the time. And I'm just going to kind of walk up here and show you what's happening with the well here. Not much. They're chipping away at the rock, and but you get an idea of down to probably about 11 foot or so. They're running in the rock. They actually chipped around that complete rock there. And of course, as you can see, they ran into another one. And from here on in, all I can say is it's going to be tough going. It's going to be a little bit at a time. They say they're running into a little bit of moisture. And I'm leaving this up to Doro and Andoy, because been there, done that when we did our first well, and it's just too hard to work for me, and especially down in the hole there where it's so hot, and I just naturally sweat just sitting here right now. I don't need to be doing anything really. And all of us white folks are kind of the same here. Boy, like I said, compared to the Filipinos, which don't sweat hardly at all, boy, we're like a river flowing constantly. But, and you can see the moisture there has really done nothing to the walls here. It is basically solid clay. And of course now the rock that we're running into, boy, I'm just hoping that we can get down at least another 4 or 5 feet here and see if we're going to have any moisture. But it's going to be hard going, very hard going from here, and that to try to get anything more than we've already got here. But yeah, so, and if our house ever sells in town, I'm going to have the drillers come in and actually drill out our well down below. That was drilled out years ago. So because that's a sure thing on water, and that's so we can get some year-round water here. It's so fundamental, and like I've told you previously, I wish I'd have done that when I had the money to be able to do it. It would have meant a lot slower progress on the garden and farm here, but at least we would have had water. And I kind of put it off because we used to get them really nice rainy seasons. I mean, wow, we grew some good rice, some good vegetables, and the rainy season was long, the dry season was long, but nothing like we're going through right now. And I just love looking at continually at the mango trees and how they've come. So, kind of taking you on a little bit of the tour. Wanted to show you the pond and show you the progress on the well. Of course, being Sunday, Beth and I are pretty much taking the day off, not doing much because it is the dry season here. And so hot and humid, we're able to have the time to do that, and also more time to take videos and upload videos. Between the two of us, if we do 5-6 videos a day, I can guarantee that between the two of us we're putting in anywhere from 4 to 8 hours every single day. It makes me wonder sometimes if we're really farming, or are we just making and uploading videos is really our job. And anybody, all the expats out there and all their YouTube channels, if they're doing 3-4 videos a day or more, you can guarantee that their full-time job isn't what they're telling you it is. It's actually taking videos and uploading them. That's their job. Because it just consumes so much time. And then again, if you're in the category of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 videos, which I've seen some of them do in a day's time, then your full-time job, no matter what you say on the videos, is actually taking videos and uploading them, and of course always increasing your AdSense and increasing your money. Like I've said before, for most of the expats on YouTube, it's not about what they're doing or what they say they're doing. It's about the money and the AdSense money that they get from running their videos. But another time, another place, I'll talk more about that. It kind of upsets me sometimes, and that just because I guess it's just amazing how they seem to have such little concern for the culture, the lifestyle, and everything else, and more concern about where their next dollar is coming from. And I realize if you're here and you're in a position where you have to make a living, yeah, you got to make a living, but geez, just this is the Philippines, you know. You need to respect the people. You need to respect the Filipinos. You need to respect their culture, and not take advantage of it for your own monetary benefits. So anyhow, I better not start preaching, or I'll just keep going here. I think most of you know me already. So from the back of the camera, everybody have a good day. Thanks for viewing. And maybe be back yet today, and maybe it won't be till tomorrow. We'll see how the day goes here. And I hope for all of you that are viewing out there that God has some special blessings just for you.